So here's my review for The Walking Dead issue number 139 from the Edge of the World. I know this review's late, but I was just gonna do 140 now, but as well. But if I'm gonna make these reviews, I might as well have every single one up. I'll do my best to get them up earlier or as soon as they are released. But anyways, 139 from the Edge of the World. We had Rick standing there on a dock, and there's a sailboat with looks like a few people coming towards them. So we we've been waiting for the return of someone, and management probably it happens. So we open up to what we thought just some zombies, and then we see a slash, and we're like, "Is that Michonne's katana?" And it is. And then we turn the page, and it's like, "No, it's Ezekiel." And I'm like, Kirkman, she better be in this issue, because if she's not, that's just a tease. But we see Ezekiel there, and he's got her sword for some reason, and he's just hacking away at the zombies. And then we see Rick has come to meet Ezekiel for some traits. And Rick brought along Magna, so I guess now Magna's working well in the community as just being a part of it. She came in about, I don't know how long ago in terms of the story it was, but she came into The Walking Dead back in May 2014. It's April 2014 now, so she's been here for a while, but probably a few months maybe. But or a month. And Ezekiel says, "You're wasting ammo on the dead now," and Rick's just saying we're stockpiling, making sure we have making sure that we make more ammunition than is used, which is a good idea. So they're there for trading. Rick's community makes bullets. Ezekiel's does I forget what it is. Let me see. Yeah. Well, they do they're like fish, I think. And the Dwight, who he was mentioned in this issue, which was great because we've been looking to see when he's gonna show up. And Dwight's group, they make the lumber. And Rick and Ezekiel are talking, and Ezekiel says, "Oh, is the price going down for bullets?" And Rick makes his stand no, it's staying at the same price. The supply and demand. If anyone else is making stuff, feel free to shop around, but no, I'm not gonna lower the price. And Ezekiel's like, okay, it's fine, just one. And we have a nice page where they're looking. The two of them are sitting next to each other right on the docks, on the breakwater, and it's great. And then we cut back to the hilltop for a bit, and Maggie's like, "Are you kidding me? Where is Carl?" And she just quickly realizes in his mind, yeah, they left. Carl left to go after Lydia because she was taken away, and she it's I forget what her name is, but I think it's Brianna. She says it's dangerous to be out there on your own, and it'll be dark soon. That's crazy. And then I think his name's Dante. Dante says very funny line in this that made me laugh. "First piece of ass you get, it'll make you do crazy stuff. Make you do crazy stuff to keep it. I remember." And Maggie just goes "You for real?" And he's like, "Oh shit, I blew that. I completely killed the chance of you and me hooking up or whatever." To Maggie. And it's interesting that Sophia doesn't seem affected by this. You would think that since Carl and Sophia have been together forever, it would make sense that those two would form a relationship and be physical with each other. But Carl was physical with Lydia. That's the first time he's had sex, and it was with Lydia, a girl that he's only known for a few days. Whereas you'd think that maybe it would be Sophia, who is someone that he's known for a long time. but that didn't happen, and I'm surprised that Sophia didn't seem sad at all by this. And she did say that Carl's not scared of being out there at all, which is very true. But I'm just a little bit surprised that Sophia didn't feel like sad by this. But anyway, and that's just why I think. And so we cut back to Carl for a little bit, which I didn't think we were gonna see him in this issue. I thought we were gonna like skip over him for this issue and like focus more on Rick and uh just focus more on Rick and the others. And you see Carl, he's just sitting by a tree, and then Alpha, who's with his mother, she's just like, "You're following us." And Carl quickly pulls out his gun and says, "I left on my own. I wasn't sent by my people." And he just says he wants to make sure that Lydia's okay. And this is a very good line. The Alpha says, "Put the gun away before you hurt yourself." And Carl says a very cool, very, very good line. "The dangerous end is pointed at you." That is a very, very good line. I like that. Kirkman did a good job in the dialogue right there. And he's just, or Alpha's like, "Put the gun away. You don't want to shoot me because then my people are going to kill you." And then it's just like, "Are you coming with us or are you not coming with us?" And Carl goes with him. And then we cut back to some, like, the boat's there. And, like, we cut back to Rick, and the boat's there, and Rick says, "They're here." And it's, like, this guy, he says, "It's about time," which, yeah, it is about time that we saw the return of Michonne. And I do really like Michonne's new design. My friend said she looks like a pirate, and she totally does. She has like a bunch of belts, she has a sword, she has like necklaces and the hair and the bandana and all that stuff. She looks like a pirate, and especially the boots too. I was like, finally, we haven't seen Michonne since All Out War, which was issue 126, and we're finally seeing her again in issue 139. That's like 13. Did I do that right? Yeah, 13 issues, or 12, or roughly, whatever. Long times. We haven't seen Michonne in a long time, so it's good to finally see her again. And, like, Rick's just like, "I'm sorry to break it to you, but everyone knows you're not over her, including her," which was Michonne. Like, Ezekiel and Michonne, they had a relationship, and for some reason it felt short, like they aren't in a relationship anymore, which was a little difficult to understand because it seemed like it went really well between the two. And so like we'll get to the stuff that Michonne and Rick talked about in a sec, but basically why those people were out there on the boat is because they're fishing. And this guy Pete, he says there's more fish out there than water. It's wonder what the death of humanity does for ocean life. And that's true, because if people aren't fishing in the ocean anymore, think of how much the population of fish is going to go up because people aren't hunting them fishing for them. So with no one gathering fish, the population just goes up, which means like you can just, if you go fishing now, you're probably going to get a lot of fish because, well, it just makes sense because no one's fishing. So it's definitely a good resource to go to for the people to go after. Like, go fish, you can get a lot of food for people, and it's a good resource, and you can like trade it for other things like the bullets and lumber and whatnot. And I don't know how long they're out at sea for, but it seems like, I don't know, it would be like maybe a week trip, or I don't know, some big like boats like today go out fishing for like a month and a half, sometimes maybe more. If you go like for sword fishermen, they go out for a long time. I doubt that they'd be out for like, I could see them maybe being out there for a month, but I feel like the resources that they have on the boat aren't really enough to support being out there for a month. I kind of feel like it's going to be like a week or 2 weeks or whatnot. I think that probably might be the case. I don't know. We'll have to ask, like, I'll write in the letter hacks for next issue, I'm gonna ask Kirkman how long they're out on the boat for per trip. And then we have like they just get back, they are unloading the fish, and then Rick's gonna get on the boat, I think. Yeah, Rick's gonna be out going for a fishing trip, and Michonne and Rick, they have some dialogue, and like Rick says miss me, and she says maybe. Um, and then we have Rick and Michonne have a ton of dialogue, and I'm gonna sum it up as best I can, but it seems like Michonne went out there like um like for a very long time, and Rick asks, "Did you find what you were looking for?" And Michonne doesn't say anything. Like, and she answers, "I'm sorry that I did that." And she just says, "What else can I say?" And Rick just says this, and I was a bit shocked at this. "You disappeared. We all thought you were dead. You left your stuff with Ezekiel and just left, just vanished. And we spent a lot of time looking for you, and we don't know where you were." Which is very odd, because it's like, so they haven't known that Michonne was alive for a very long time. Like, I don't know if they just noticed now that she was gone, but like, I don't know. Maybe people found out that she was still alive and then told everybody else. But this is the first time that Rick's seen her in a very long time. So, um, like, we find out that Michonne, like, she just says to Rick that she abandoned her children. She was moving up in the law firm, and her life was taking off, and her marriage crumbled. This is all before the apocalypse. She didn't want her girls out of school, and so eventually, like, she doesn't, she never found the corpses of her family, so she doesn't know if they're alive or not. Probably dead, but she wants to know so she can have closure. And she just, like, she is pretty sure that her family's dead, which we all know. But it's odd for Michonne to finally just, after all this time, this comes about to her, and it starts to affect her now. And so that's always been on her mind, and she keeps talking over to Rick, and this is very interesting. She has, like, with the relationship she had with Ezekiel, she had the chance to be happy, and she was happy when she was with him. But she feels like because of what happened to her family, she doesn't deserve to be happy. Because of, I don't know, the fact that, like, Michonne was somewhat happy when she was with Ezekiel, and she doesn't feel like she deserves to be happy. She doesn't deserve a do-over for what happened in the past. And Rick, he says, like Michonne just asked, "Do you really feel like after everything you've done, after everything you've lost, do you feel like you deserve to be happy?" And Rick just answers, "Yes, I do." And he's just like, "And you should feel happy too. You deserve to be happy together. And you deserve to go home as well." And that's how we end the issue. So, no, I'll say not too much happened, but we did get the return of Michonne, which we've been all been waiting for, which is great. We have like Rick in the boat and Michonne. That all happens. Ezekiel too. We have that storyline. We had Carl going after Lydia and the rest of the Whisperers. We had the hilltop for a small scene, and just like where's Carl and all that. Like where's Carl from like season 2 of The Walking Dead. But yeah, anyways, great issue. Glad that this one came out 2 weeks after last one, and the next one also came out 2 weeks ago, which I'll review, and I'll be reviewing that very soon, probably like later after I'm done recording this. So I'm gonna give this one an let's think. I'll give it a 8.5. 8.5. It's really good in the fact that we got Michonne back, but there's not like a ton of stuff that happened in this issue, but it's building there. I do want to see more action eventually, in the comics pretty soon. But yeah, Walking Dead 140, 139, from the edge of the world. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching.